or help or whatever, they will remember you. That happens with me. I have CFAs commenting on my post, and they're adding value to my post. So next time when they reach out to me for some favor, I'll be ready to help them because they're adding value to my post. So you need to do that, right? It's not just about creating content on LinkedIn, it's also about engaging with other people's content. In Instagram, it doesn't really matter so much because most people don't open the comment section. But in LinkedIn, yes, absolutely yes. Do not write big blocks of sentences. Learn how to structure it, not more than 3 to 4 sentence blocks, and then space it. To understand what I'm talking about, maybe you can open my LinkedIn page and follow me, and then see my posts. Right? Then learn to break it into points, like I said. Examples and analogies is king. Do not sound like a professor. Anything that is there. Let's see, you're talking about something, maybe it's boring. When it is boring, have examples and analogies. Always. Like, come connected with something else, which is easier for people to understand. Right? I'm sure you guys know what analogies are. Yeah. Then ask yourself, after you've written it, see, there is no video of you, there is no photo of you. I mean, right now, a LinkedIn hack right now is put a nice picture of yourself and write stuff. It works. You can understand on my LinkedIn page. And even if that picture has nothing to do with that content, it still works. That's how the algorithm is working right now. It's a hack. Now, at the end of it, just ask maybe your son or a friend or your daughter. Ask them when they read it, did they understand it? If they're able to understand at least 60 to 70% of what's written. If they cannot understand it, it's not well written. Right? Because you don't want to impress people in your own industry. You want to, maybe your clients are not in your own industry. Maybe your clients are in a separate industry. Maybe the product that you're trying to sell, maybe they're not an expert in that. Right? So if you're not able to explain it to them in an easy way, they're not going to understand it. A great example here is Whole Truth. Have you heard of this brand, Whole Truth? Yes. They do phenomenal work. Check out the YouTube page. How they dissect difficult health topics. Very good work they're doing. And the founder himself is creating those videos. Right? He's not hiring someone, he's only doing it. Okay, Curly Tales? Yeah, I've heard of Curly Tales, yes. Okay. Right. Right. She has a UAE team also now. Right. She has expanded it somewhere else as well. Right. Right. Yeah, sorry. 5 minutes. Alright, I'm almost done. So next is leave enough missing content for people to comment about it. This is very important. Don't give them everything in the content. Keep some missing stuff so that they ask you the question. But what about this? You did not cover about that. Then you'll be like, you write it in the comment section. That's engagement. Right? That's engagement. That's how you do it. That you can follow for Instagram as well. Don't cover every single thing. Because when you cover every single thing, you get very technical and the sentences become long and boring. But when there is room for doubt, people ask in the comment section, you do not cover this. Then you can ask and answer them in the comment section. Then they'll be, oh, okay, he knows this. Fine. Okay. This is the anatomy of a LinkedIn profile. This is my LinkedIn profile. So this first line that is there, very important. Because when you're commenting on somebody else's LinkedIn post, that first 2 words will be seen. First 2 sentences will be seen. Maybe 3-4 words will be seen. So what to write in that first sentence is very important. And you guys are mostly CEOs, so it works out well for you guys. But if you're a student and all of that, it's very difficult. Right? So you need to write, I'm a LinkedIn top 5, so it helps me. But before, when I wasn't a LinkedIn top 5, I was writing ex-management consultant. But there were so many management consultants writing that. So I write something else. So I wrote changing how Indians think about finance. And but then it became 1.1 million followers on Instagram. So that was like, when I'm commenting somewhere else, they'll at least see that line below me, my subtitle. Next, obviously, that link that is here, 1% Vishara newsletter 50K plus, that is your link in bio on LinkedIn. Put your website's link over there, always. Next, what else? Yeah, so that's about it there. This is the featured section. In this featured section, don't put your most viral post, don't put your picture with some famous person. Maybe you can put towards the end, but more real estate has to be given to your website, important links. Mine is the newsletter, which is like my middle of the funnel. My personal finance score, this is my bottom of the funnel. My Instagram page, which is the top of my funnel. So put all those links over here, right? Very important real estate. And these are your recommendations. If you don't have recommendations, please get them. It makes you stand apart. Less than 1 out of 100 people have a recommendation on on LinkedIn. A lot of people have those endorsements and skills. It's useless. You ask your friends to endorse you, you endorse them. Everybody knows it's bullshit. Getting a recommendation is someone who has spent at least 15-20 minutes of their time writing good stuff about you. How to stay consistent? This is my Notion page. This is how I divide my content creation process. Like whenever I get an idea, you just write it down in this. Write it down immediately. Right? I have Notion for that. How many of you are using Notion here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not a lot of people. It's an amazing tool. Please use it. Enough of Google Docs and Sheets. Right? Notion is much better. Right? So this is how you can. This is like the Kanban board methodology. Right? So whenever I get an idea, I put it in writing in progress section. This section, writing in progress. Whenever I get an idea, I put it here. And then once the idea has been written, it goes to ready to film section. And then once it has been shot, it goes to editing. Then the editor takes over. And then once it's published, it goes here. This is very important to keep because you can repurpose content in the future. It's not that once you've talked everything once, you can't